Hold on. I know what you're thinking. God, please, please not another chubby white boy in front of a green screen holding a microphone. And to those people, I just say, hi there, how you doing? It's nice to meet you. I recently had a harrowing experience, and I wanted to talk about it, document it in any way that I could. You could call it a near-death experience. You would be lying, but you could call it that. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not your dad. One night, my lovely partner and I wanted to do a little date night, and she brought up the idea of a couples massage. And I thought, never had one of those. That sounds lovely. I'll get a nice little rub down, maybe some oils, who knows? I tell her I'm all in, so she does a little bit of research. She finds a place that's not too far away. They do a 60-minute couples massage, not that expensive. All 5-star reviews, not one negative review. So we thought, great, we hop in the car, we drive on over. We get to where the GPS takes us, and we drive into a parking lot next to a Jjjreacts place, and we find the massage parlor situated next to a 7-Eleven. All green flags so far. We walk in and the atmosphere is lovely. The lights are dim, there's nice music, relaxing music playing, there's inspirational quotes on the wall and shit. No people, no, it's just us two, so we just walk in, kind of just sit and wait. After a little while of sitting, eventually a tiny man just appears from the shadows, just from around a corner, just pops out, and he doesn't ask us our names, doesn't ask if we have an appointment. He just beckons us to follow him, and we just fucking do it for some reason. Why did we do that? I don't know. If he was a serial killer, we would have been his easiest prey. For certain, we just followed him with no follow-up questions. The strange small man leads us into a small room with 2 little massage beds, and he tells us to get undressed, and then he leaves the room. I was wondering if we had to, like, get undressed, and my girlfriend said that's what you do, so, you know, when in a massage parlor next to a 7-Eleven, I stripped. We got on the tables, and they were just, like, standard massage tables, like the little bench with the face hole, except over the face hole, there was just a paper towel, but with a little tiny heart cut through, presumably for a breathing hole, but that heart was way too small, so my giant schnoz just punctured straight through it. I was just laying there just like... The massage table has like a little sheet that we were supposed to get under, so we get under the sheet and we just kind of lay there waiting, breathing in paper towel. And then eventually I heard the creak of a door and some shuffling footsteps, and I was like, alright, it's game time. So I'm about to be relaxed as fuck, here we go. And I heard some tiny little footsteps, and a tiny lady approached my girlfriend. She goes, hi there, I'm Chelsea. I'm going to be doing your massage today. Do you mind if I put this sheet over you? And then my lady walks up to me and says, nothing. She's silent as the grave. She just wordlessly puts the sheet completely covering my head, and I was like, okay. Am I on a saw track? What's going on here? And she just, without uttering a word, starts to massage me, but like through the sheet. And when I say massage, I mean she's like really fucking getting at it. Like she's taking the base of her palm and jamming it into my shoulders. And I think she's using like her elbow. And she's going for my spine. She's just mangling my back up. And I was like, okay, we're just getting right into it. There's no warm up here. We're going right for it, I guess. Then I suppose she thought she was not putting enough pressure on my little back, so she hops up onto the table. Her feet left the ground. Do you understand? She hops up on the table. Her legs are straddling my head. Both of her legs are on either side of my head, and she gets more leverage, and she puts more pressure on my back. She gives me the people's elbow on my goddamn spine. It felt like she was trying to give me CPR from the back, and she'd like press in really hard, like right on my spine, like she was trying to tickle a vertebrae, and like the small of my back, like, you know when you know the spot where your hip kind of juts out of your lower back and you can kind of feel the bone? That. She's pressing on that with her elbow like as hard as she can, and it fucking hurts, dude. So she's climbing around the table like a spider monkey, just getting all my areas, and eventually she starts like slapping me, like like just slap it like everywhere, like the balls of my feet, the palms of my hand. I don't know what this is for. Now, a lot of people probably wondering, why didn't you just tell her to pump the brakes a little bit, ease up on the pressure? Couple of things to keep in mind. This is my first massage, so I'm just kind of assuming this is how it goes? I don't know. And secondly, my tiny 5-foot girlfriend is laying right next to me. I am assuming she is getting the same treatment that I am. And if she can lay through this without making a fucking peep, then so can I, okay? Toxic masculinity aside, I'm weathering this storm, okay? And later, I come to find out she and I are having very different experiences. She said her massage was soft and relaxing, and she almost fell asleep a couple of times. Meanwhile, I am over here fighting for my life. I'm laying here getting slapped by this woman, and I'm listening to my girlfriend, and I'm like, I'm not hearing any slaps over there. Where are her slaps? Is she getting the slap treatment too? I don't want to be the only one getting the slaps here, okay? But no, she's just peacefully laying there, just... At one point, I heard my girlfriend's masseuse go, "Oh, is this better? Is this more comfortable for you?" And my girlfriend went, "Oh, yes, thank you so much." Come to find out, she gave her a face pillow. Like a pillow with the face cut, like the neck pillows that people wear on planes. She gave her one of those so she'd be more comfortable. Meanwhile, I am sitting there, my face stuffed through a paper towel, getting beaten to death. At some points, I felt like I was in a UFC match. She's putting me in goddamn triangle holds and shit. Honestly, the government is lucky that I do not have any state secrets, because I would have told her everything. Do you understand? Everything. Obviously, this is a full body massage, so I knew that it was going to get to the lower half of my body at some point. But I kind of thought that there was going to be some sort of lead up. Like, you know, she starts at my shoulders and then she works down my back, so I know, okay, up next, ass. I get it. I'm prepared. No. She's going straight top of my shoulders, and then she just went right into my ass. Not like into my ass, like she massaged my... You get what I mean. And she was getting into it. She was giving it everything she had, no holds barred. Then, once she finished the full body treatment, she then removed the top half of the sheet and got some lotion, started applying lotion. And at this point, I'm thinking, we got through the tough stuff. Now I get a nice relaxing massage with lotion and oil. The beginning, just to relieve some tension. Now I get to relax. Okay, I made it. The lotion made her stronger, dude. She just kept doing exactly what she had been doing, just with oil this time. She just kept ramming her elbow right into my spine, hitting me with a fucking ball-peen hammer or something. She was massaging like my joints, like this part of my elbow, like behind my knee pit, you know, like behind my knee. Is that normal? What are you trying to massage? What muscle group are you hitting? Are you trying to get my ligaments, or what's going on here? What are you doing? At this point, I kind of just wanted like a wooden stick to bite down on, like a Civil War amputee or something. She was getting all my vital areas, you know, my ribs, my liver. She was punching all the right places. And she kept doing that little, like, slapping thing, like, slapping, like, all over my body, like, the balls of my feet and all that, everywhere. And after the massage, my girlfriend was like, "What was that slapping noise?" And I was like, "That was me. She was slapping me." And my girlfriend was like, "I thought she was trying to get lotion out of a bottle." No, that was my skin and my bones, actually. She was massaging me like she was trying to get ketchup onto her fries. The first thing that I heard this woman say to me while she's massaging me, she just leaned in real close. I'm in horrible pain. She leans in and she goes, "Do you want hot stones?" And all I could muster was just like, "No, I'm good, thank you, I'm good. I'm all good, thanks, though." Eventually, she grabs a hot towel and kind of wipes all of the lotion off. This part was actually wonderful. I have no complaints about that. It was great. I flipped over and gazed upon the person that had been inflicting so much pain on my body, and it was just the tiniest, oldest woman that I have ever seen. And she just smiled and was like, "Thank you, that's great," and just floated out of the room like a specter. As soon as we were alone, I turned to my girlfriend presumably tears streaming down my face. And I was like, did that fucking hurt for you too? Because that really, it hurt for me very bad. And she was like, no, what are you talking about? I had a wonderful time. So defeated, I put my clothes back on and we walked out, and the tiny old man that let us in there was waiting by the payment pad. And he was like, how was the massage? And a broken man responded. I was just like, it was awesome. Thanks so much. I walked in that room 25 years old. I left 63. There's no doubt about it. I looked like Nosferatu waking up out of his tomb. Even after we left, I was like, surely that was for something. Like, I'll feel better tomorrow, right? Like, she released tension, and then I'll wake up feeling refreshed and limber and loose. I woke up sore. Like, after a workout, I was sore for a week. So, you know, that was my experience. Thank you to Chelsea for giving my girlfriend a wonderful massage, and thank you to my masseuse, Gortath, the god of destruction. But that's it. This is really short. It's not long. I just wanted to do a quick little story about that experience, because I thought, if anything, I could get a fun story out of it. And this is kind of my first, like, video doing this kind of thing. I'd like to keep doing it. It's pretty fun. But if you like channels like this, like Blizzly Channel, Big Tug, Papa Meat, Nakey Jakey, all those kinds of guys, that's kind of the content that I'm trying to emulate here. And maybe I'll get to post some longer form videos about, you know, whatever is interesting me at that time. So if you like this kind of stuff, stick around. Thanks. That's it.